Hi guys, so it is our reading time. Earlier you read, you had the read aloud. I want a iguana. So we are talking about, or we're reading books where the author's purpose is to persuade. And so in our mini lessons for reading, we're talking about argumentative text. And so argumentative text is another way of to persuade. So let's kind of go over what an argumentative text is. So the author is writing to persuade or convince the reader to. Okay, so there's the word persuade and convince. So that is the author's purpose, is to persuade you or convince. So argumentative, guys, is just another word for that. So they're going to persuade or convince the reader to do something, think or believe something, change his or her mind. So in our story, our argumentative text was he was trying to convince his mom to let him have a pet iguana. Okay? And if you notice, they were exchanging letters back and forth, and the little boy was just giving his mom different reasons why they should have, that he should get a pet iguana. And his mom would come back and tell him the reasons why they should not have a pet iguana. And so an argumentative text. So what are some things that we are going to find in an argumentative text? So it's going to have a claim. And that is where the author's opinion on the topic. That is what a claim is. This is what the author wants the reader to do, think, or believe. So in their writing, they're going to have a claim, and it's going to tell the author's opinion about the topic. So for our story today, he wanted that pet iguana, and he thought it was a good idea to have a pet iguana. Along with his claim, he is going to have reasons. There's going to be reasons. That's a statement explaining why the claim or opinion is good. So he's going to give you reasons why that claim is a good reason or a good opinion. Evidence. He's going to give you evidence of why that is a good idea or a good opinion. So facts from a credible source that supports the author's claim. And then they're going to give you examples, information about a person, place, or thing or event that supports the author's claim. So all of these, reason, evidence, and example, all of these guys tie back into the claim that is written. Okay? So today we're going to talk about, so we talked about what an argumentative text is, what it has to have. Today we're going to talk about the structure of an argumentative text. So how is it written? Okay, so we have the title. It's going to have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. So we are going to actually go to the Elmo and talk about each different part of our argumentative text. So you will, I will tell you what handouts you will need. So let's get started on that. Okay, so the handouts you're going to need are, I know this one says Monday, just ignore that. We're using it for today. So it's called Structure of an Argumentative Text. So it kind of looks like the anchor chart I had. And then you have this one that says Fuel Your Body. We actually used this one yesterday, but there's another copy because we're going to do some writing on this handout. So let's talk about what the structure is. So guys, a structure is how the text is written. Okay, we kind of talked about structure early on where we talked about how it could be like a cause and effect, things like that. This type of structure, we're talking about how it's written. So if you notice, it kind of looks like what we do when we do our writing, where we have an introduction, then we have our body, and then our conclusion. So in the introduction of our paper, that is of our text, that is where it's going to state, so it states or implies the author's claim. Okay, so states or implies the author's claim. So in his introduction, they're going to go ahead and tell you, remember, our claim is the author's opinion about the topic. So in the introduction, it's going to go off and tell you what is his opinion. Okay, so let's look at our our argumentative text, and this is called Fuel Your Body. And I'm going to read the introduction. And I'm going to right here, this right here, I'm going to just highlight it. Is my introduction. Okay. And it says, pancakes and eggs are more than just a tasty meal. They are a great beginning to a healthy day and an important part of a healthy lifestyle. Eating breakfast every day is an easy way to help your body and mind grow. So his claiming is that eating breakfast every day is an easy way to help your body and mind grow. Okay, so that's his claim. Okay, so that's his opinion. His opinion is that eating breakfast every day helps your body and mind grow. Okay, so remember, this right here is our introduction. So I'm just going to kind of draw an arrow, and I'm going to write introduction. Okay, introduction. And this would also be my paragraph number. This is paragraph number 1. So my first paragraph is my introduction. Okay, and we said that states or implies the author's claim. The next thing is it's going to have a body. Okay, and the body of our text is going to give us reasons to support the claim. Okay, so here we're talked about how eating breakfast every day is an easy way to help your body and mind grow. That's his claim. Now he's going to give us reasons for that claim. Okay, and when he gives us reasons, it's going to give us facts. He's going to have facts and evidence from credible sources. So we're fixing to look at the body of this text, and he's going to give us facts and evidence. So it's not just he's going to write his facts, and then he's going to tell us the evidence where he got that fact from. Okay, quotes. So he has gone and talked or read. He's talked to people or read in books from experts about how breakfast is an easy way to help our body and mind grow. So he's going to take what some of those people said and he's going to write them into his text. And then he's going to have examples. He's going to give us some examples. Okay, so let's look at the body. Now this one's paragraph 1. Here's paragraph 2, paragraph 3, and paragraph 4. So he has given us 1, 2, 3 reasons to support his claim. Okay, and I'm not going to highlight all of that, guys, because that is a lot to highlight. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a box around the body. So this is the body. And I want you to take your pencil and right here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to write the word body. So this right here is the body of our argumentative text. So let's read it. Now remember, the body is going to give us facts and evidence, quotes from experts, and examples. As Carol Adler, MARD, from the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, puts it, growing bodies and developing brains need regular, healthy meals. Starting your day with a healthy breakfast feeds your body with the fuel that it needs to grow strong and gives you energy for physical activities throughout the day. There's a reason you feel tired on days that you skip breakfast. Your body uses food for energy. Okay. So starting, right here it says starting your day with a healthy breakfast feeds your body with the fuel that it needs to grow. Okay, so here is an example. Here is a fact that you have to have food to feed your body. So eating breakfast is feeding your body, so it has the fuel it needs to grow. Okay, here's our reason number 2. Breakfast also plays an important role in your success at school. According to the Academy of Nutrient and Dietitians, studies show that kids who eat breakfast perform better in the classroom and on standardized tests. This comes as no surprise. Have you ever tried to focus while your stomach was grumbling? It isn't easy. Choosing food that has a lot of good whole grains, fiber, and proteins can improve your focus and memory even more. So it's saying that if you eat breakfast, you're going to perform, you're going to be able to focus. So you're going to be able to perform better in school and focus. Okay. The second one, or the third one. Another reason you should eat breakfast every day is that it is an easy meal for you to prepare for yourself. Pour yourself a bowl of cereal with milk or almond milk to give your body plenty of whole grains, fibers, and calcium. Add a yogurt cup with some fruit for additional protein and vitamins. Make a breakfast sandwich on a whole grain bagel with turkey and cheese for another simple nutritional breakfast. Ask your teacher if your school serves breakfast in the cafeteria, and if there are any programs that can help you get access to it at a lower cost if necessary. These are all the things you can do for yourself. So one of the reasons is it's an easy meal to prepare. It doesn't take you long to make breakfast. Okay, so this is our body. Okay, so this right here is giving us our facts, our reasons for his opinion. Okay, so the last thing that an argumentative text has a conclusion. Remember when we talked about conclusion in writing? That is how we close up everything. So the introduction is how we start our paper, and we're introducing to the reader what's going on, and then the conclusion is how we close it. So in our conclusion, we are going to restate the conclusion restates the author's claim and sums up the argument. And the reason they call it an argument, guys, is because not everybody has the same opinion, right? So that's kind of why they call it an argument, because this author is talking about how eating breakfast every day is an easy way to help your body and mind grow. I may say, I don't really eat breakfast every day. I don't feel like that. I don't have that same opinion. So that's why it's called an argument, because one person has one opinion and another person who's reading this may have another opinion. Okay, so our conclusion is going to be this last paragraph. Okay, and I'm going to highlight that in yellow. But I'm going to highlight this because there's not much to highlight. So here is our conclusion. And it says, help your body and mind grow by eating breakfast every day. It's an easy step towards leading a successful, healthy life. So here we're restating. So help your body and mind grow. Help your body and mind grow by eating breakfast. So he's restating it, just he worded it different. He didn't use the exact same sentence. Okay. So this right here, guys, we're going to call this is our conclusion. Okay, so we have our introduction, is how he's going to state his opinion about what he's talking about. We have our body, which is going to show us his reasons for his claim. And then we have our conclusion, where he's going to restate his claim and kind of sum up what he wrote. Okay, so there is 1, 2, 3 parts to an argumentative text: introduction, body, conclusion. I'm not going to worry about this part down here, guys. What I want you to understand is when an argumentative text has an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. All right, guys.